Assalamu alaikum. What is al-Fitrah? I always look at al-Fitrah as the pure essence that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created inside the human being. And with that creation, He kept with it the characteristics, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kept in it the characteristics of purity and the pure connection to Him, to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are connected to Allah through our fitrah. And our fitrah, whatever shape or whatever color or whatever any kind of imagination your mind would take you. Of course, we don't know exactly how it looks like, what it is. I just want to say that the way that I perceive it, I take it as its purity is like the purity of, as we see the diamond, for example. I know it's completely different, but let us play around with that idea a little bit. So when you know that there is this beautiful creation inside of you that's connecting you to Allah, we know that as we polish this over and over again with our good deeds, with our beliefs, with our dhikr, the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, always we know that we are shaping that fitrah to be to show its brilliance, to show its beauty, to show its best version of what a human should be like. And of course, as humans, as every single one shape their fitrah and be able to tap into their fitrah and connect to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through their fitrah, they're always shining with the best qualities, the best deeds, the best attitudes, the best behaviors, the best characteristics. And that's what we want to reach. We want to reach the essence of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala meant for a human being to be through al-fitrah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created within each one of us. How can we protect it? How can we shape it? How can we make it as brilliant as possible? Each of us as humans have a lot of needs and desires, and that is the challenge that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has placed in us as well. And of course, we know that with those desires and needs, sometimes we can shift away from the fitrah. Sometimes we can be tempted, a lot of temptations around us. So how can we deal with this dynamic within us and protect our fitrah from being tarnished or being polluted with evil or bad deeds or things that are not going to be as described as the pure human being should be like? The fitrah inside of us stays pure. It stays pure. It might be tarnished and polluted by desires or needs that are taken in the wrong direction. But the fitrah itself, as we polish it again, as we again try to tap into the origin of its nature, the connection with Allah, the more we make dhikr, the more that we read the messages in the Quran, the more that we get in touch with our own fitrah. And when we get in touch with our own fitrah, we know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is connecting with us in a way that He will show us our guidance. He will help us through this life in a way that will be beneficial for each and every one of us to reach heaven, inshallah. We are on this earth to live a way that i'mar al-ard, we are populating the earth, and supposedly populating the earth with the good deeds, with how we relate to each other, with how we connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and make this earth the best place to live in. We live in it, we get in touch with nature. We see that every single thing in nature is making praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to sabbih bismillah. And we are making this dhikr and remembrance of Allah through our tasbih as well. So can you see the harmony? How can we live with our fitrah, with this beautiful essence inside of us, and with the beautiful essence that's inside of every single creature and creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on this earth? We tap into our purity. We tap into this pure essence that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created inside of us. We deal with events in life that have effects on us psychologically, emotionally, socially, environmentally, and so on. When we deal with it in that essence, in the way that it's supposed to have been dealt with, that again, this is something that we will be learning in the course, how to relate to each other, how we're able to tap into this purity, to deal with life in a better way than just, reacting to whatever event is happening outside of us. We want to make sure that this original purity is right there, and we are shaping it and helping it glow and shine, and has an effect and impact on all the people around us. And this is what we will learn, again, how to connect to each other in a different way. Again, I'm using the principles of coaching because I know it makes a huge difference, especially when it is based on the principles of the Quran and Sunnah. So please join me in this course, and there is so much that we will learn together. Thank you. I'll see you there.